Hello and welcome to the Vidre Embedded channel. In this tutorial, I am going to show you how we can port the FreeRTOS onto the Raspberry Pi Pico. Let's get started. So I'll open my workspace. Okay, here I have already created a project here, that is FreeRTOS underscore blink. So if you open this FreeRTOS underscore blink here, okay, I'll provide the link in the description so that you can download and you can load it onto your VS Code, and then you can compile and load it onto your board. Okay, here I have created a FreeRTOS kernel. Okay, and here the kernel, it consists of all the kernel code of the FreeRTOS, and I have also created two folders apart from the FreeRTOS kernel, that is the include folder where it contains the configuration file for the FreeRTOS, and this source folder where it contains the main.c file. Open the VS Code and then go to file and click on open folder. So navigate to the workspace. So 5 Pico workspace, and click on the FreeRTOS underscore blink. So now the project is loaded successfully. So make sure that your kit is selected as a GCC for ARM, because this is the tool chain that we are going to use for Raspberry Pi Pico using CRC++ SDK. If you look at the project here, okay, as I said, I have created three folders. So one is the FreeRTOS kernel and the include folder and the source folder. Under source we have a main.c file, and of course we also know that we need to create the cmakelist.txt. In the FreeRTOS kernel, so this is the kernel code. You can download the kernel code from the freertos.org file. So go to freertos.org here and then click on the download button. Once the software is downloaded, what I have done is I have extracted and I have placed it here. Okay, and see here I have created a CMake list here, so to suit for the FreeRTOS project. So as usual, we also know that we need to include the Pico SDK import.cmake file, and then we need to give the project name. So here the project name is FreeRTOS underscore blink, and of course next step is we need to initialize the SDK, and then I have added a source file here, okay, currently, which is a main.c file here from the src folder. So after the main, so I have added the FreeRTOS kernel files here, and I have also added the include folders here, and then we are generating the map or bin files, so to load it onto the Raspberry Pi Pico, and then we have enabled the ART, and then we have linked the target libraries. So here it is a FreeRTOS. So this command will show you how much amount of the RAM and the flash memory is consumed by the program. So that's all about the cmakelist.txt. So now you can go to main. So once the main is open, here I have included all the header files. So here we need to include the freertos.h file, task.h file. Here I have created a macros for two pins, that is red LED pin and the yellow LED pin. So here what I am going to do is I am going to create a two task using a FreeRTOS, and then we will load it onto the Raspberry Pi Pico, and then we'll see how the tasks are behaving. And then I have created a main here, and all the initializations goes here. So from here what I have done is I have created a base type called xReturn, and then two task handles I have created. For one is for red LED and the other one is for the yellow LED, and this is the definition for creating a task using a FreeRTOS. So I will explain the parameters one by one. So the first parameter is the implementation of the tasks we need to provide here, and then we need to give a proper name to the task, and this is the stack size that you are going to allocate it to the particular task. And then so we are not going to pass any parameters, and the priority here, it is a, I'm going to give the priority as a 1, so the task ideal priority is the 0, so plus 1 I'm adding. So as a whole we are giving a priority of 1, and then we are passing the handle. Same, I have also created the task for another task, that is a yellow LED task, and I have copy pasted everything, and here also the task priority is 1. So the both the tasks are created with a priority of 1. Then this is the API call or FreeRTOS API call to start the FreeRTOS. So here I have implemented the two tasks, that is red LED task and the yellow LED task. So red LED task, simply it is a blinky program, so it will toggle an LED with a delay of 500 milliseconds. And then in the yellow LED task, again it is also a blinky program, and here I'm going to toggle a yellow LED with a delay of 1000 milliseconds, that is about 1 second. That's all. So click on the build to compile the code. If you want to know more about the FreeRTOS, you can go to the freertos.org and then go to resource and click on the books and manuals. Here they are providing the one PDF file. Click on this. So this document will explain everything about the FreeRTOS. So it will give the introduction about the FreeRTOS, how the heap memory management will look like, task management, so the task, then queue management, and then software, how to handle with the software timers, and then interrupt management, like that. So you can go through this documentation so that you will get a more idea about what is FreeRTOS and how to work with the FreeRTOS. Furthermore, you can also look at my channel here, that is Vidya Embedded channel. Here I am also creating the FreeRTOS tutorials on STM32, which is based on STM32L476 based microcontroller. You can use any microcontroller, the analogy is the same. Here I have explained each and every part of the FreeRTOS, how what is FreeRTOS, how we can port the FreeRTOS into the different microcontrollers. You can go through all the tutorials if you want. And here I have also explained how we can trace the FreeRTOS application using a Sega system view. So if you are also interested in tracing the FreeRTOS application, so you can watch all these videos. Go to the VS Code. Now we can see that the build is compiled successfully. So navigate to the workspace here and go to Blink and go to build. Connect the Raspberry Pi Pico by pressing the boot select button. Once the Raspberry Pi is detected as a mass storage device, drag and drop the .eft file onto the Raspberry Pi Pico. Once the file is copied onto the Raspberry Pi Pico, you can see that the two LEDs are blinking. You can also observe that the red LED is blinking at a rate of 500 millisecond and the yellow LED is blinking at a rate of 1000 millisecond as configured in these two functions. So if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching this video.